It's the Washington Commanders and the New York Giants. Jake Moody now ready to get this one started. And we're off from MetLife. Gunnar Olszewski now to return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So out come the Giants. Their first drive of the game coming up. And bringing them out, one of two quarterbacks taken in the first round of this year's draft. Out of Ole Miss, it's Jackson Dart.
One of the really cool things about Jackson Dart's career, both high school and college, is every step of the way he just kept getting better. And that's what the great pros do. Joe Burrow, Lamar, Josh Allen, they never rest on their laurels. They're constantly striving to be excellent. That's exactly what Jackson Dart did collegiately and what he'll have to do professionally.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
That's the way. That's exactly the way you show a crowd you've got no issues playing on the road. One snap in, you're celebrating a sack while the tens of thousands in the building, well, they watch their guy pick himself up off the turf.
Well, I imagine that first play woke him up as they get set now for second and long. From the gun, here's Dart. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Here he goes, third and long. There's pressure, and he's going to be dropped. Well done by the Commanders' defense. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
Well, this is exactly what the defense wants to do to these quarterbacks. You want to speed them up, and the best way to do it is to hit them and bring them to the ground. Conversely, they've got to figure out offensively how to protect. If you can't protect, you can't execute, you can't do anything offensively.
The Giants ready to punt, and they're going to send out the lefty, Jamie Gillen, for the kick. And he hauls it in right near the 40-yard line. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led by the second overall pick a decade ago out of the University of Oregon, Marcus Mariota.
I know quarterbacks of this ilk sure excite their teammates. They love to see his explosion and that speed come to life. I also know this, Kate, that defensive coordinator on the other side, he did not sleep good all week long, knowing he could do everything right, have the right call. But that QB speed is a difference maker.
Drive starts with an option, right side. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Well, right side is caught by Samuel. He gets it forward a little to his 46. Brought down by Paulson and Debo.
Debo Samuel. A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
6 yards to go here. It's third down. Third and long. They're going to throw. He's going to loft one deep to the left. So the coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's going to force fourth down. So they couldn't throw for it on third down, and as a result, they were headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping him off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting him even cross midfield, that's a cherry on top.
Commanders punting on 4th down, and they're going to bring out the ever-reliable lefty vets, Tressway. Fair catch, but we can see both a flag and a punter on the ground. Let's see if this is a call for 5 or 15 yards. A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going.
Automatic first down.
You gotta be smarter than that. No reason to hit the kicker there, and that gives them a first down. Here's Mariota now. Completed over the middle. And they get this down to the 28. They gain 11 on that play, and that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Mariota. Screen pass here for Krosky-Merritt. And he's tackled for no gain.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Throwing is Mariota. Now he takes it.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm. Especially in a situation like that. It's a good thing you woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
7th play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3. Now Mariota. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
That's good for a Commanders first down. 1st and goal, Washington.
Well, when your opponent fails to act, Brock, you want to capitalize, right? And they are moving like a team ready to provide us with our first points of this game.
Yeah, pretty lackluster start there, Kate, from their opponents. You got a golden opportunity to immediately take control as they convert to stay on the field.
That's McLaurin with a catch out left. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Krosky-Merritt does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
He'll try to do it himself, and he's in for the touchdown. The Commanders have a great first drive and get the game's first points. All right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on 4th down if that sneak hadn't worked. Do you agree?
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth on the sideline, sure. But the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
PAT up and good for Moody. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Commanders 7, Giants nothing.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. On the return, here comes Olszewski. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at the New York offense. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. First call here coming from the shotgun. Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. Catch made. Tyrone Tracy. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's good for a New York first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
From the 40-yard line now. This is 1st and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They'll go play action. Here's Dart. That's complete to Darius Slayton. Just after the catch, he is hit and stopped. A nice gain, though, down to the enemy 41. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
We've got a screen to the running back. And he's taken down at the 30. They gain 11 on that play. And it's good for a New York first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Caught by Theo Johnson. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
The 16-yard line.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Clark gonna throw again. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's not gonna be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Option play. They're going to give it to Tracy. Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. 3rd and long for him here. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
Field goal. A 32-yard attempt.
Koo able to put it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You look at that 3rd down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. It's Deebo Samuel with the return. Escapes a defender. And this is some great effort. He's all the way across midfield and down close to the opposing 45. Here comes the Washington offense out to the field, ready for their 2nd drive. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, gotta expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
Mariota to throw. Pass brought in by Traylon Burks. And this is going to get them all the way to the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that's good for a Washington first down.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Here's a design run. And nothing was going to help him escape that. And he gets hit for a loss. Second down coming up.
QB runs can be some of the most difficult plays for these defenses. But not for the defense right there. Did their homework. And they get an A+ for how they defended that play.
Offense to the line. Second down. Back to throw. Mariota. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with first and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Krosky Merritt is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders get 6 more on their early advantage. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
On is Moody for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders drive their lead to 11.
Commanders 14, Giants 3.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Here's Devin Singletary on the return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Now here comes the New York offense. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. New set of downs for him from the 31. Let's start on the ground here. Tracy. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
The counter give to Tracy. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Quick one to the outside by Dart. And he takes it up and across midfield to Commanders territory.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
5 DBs out there for the Commanders on third. Darts out of the shotgun. That's the first down, and he's still going. And he has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. It's a gain of 22. And it's good for a New York first down.
And the Giants first down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Double coverage, a deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. It's 3 sacks for the game so far, brings up second down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Offense needs to shake off that sack in a hurry as they get ready for second down and 13. Man in motion, headed right. It's Tracy on second down. Solid work on his part. Gets 7 there. It's still third down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. Blitz coming. Here's Dart. And the Commanders' rush brings him down. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down.
This defense could not make a bigger statement out of the gate with this game. Man, the lead up to a ball game, trash talk. Right things said in the paper, bulletin board material, whatever it is. This defense took something personal, Kate, and they are taking it out on this quarterback.
Field goal attempt coming now from Younghoe Koo. Ball on the right hash, the distance 43 yards. Koo able to put it through. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. Has this at the 6. Good work so far. He's got room. Finds a seat. Left side. He's off to the races. And he is gone. Touchdown. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
On is Moody for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders lead by 15 now.
Commanders 21, Giants 6.
After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. On the return, here comes Olszewski. Jukes away from one. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. He dodged the tackle. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Tracy. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. One quarter down for these two NFC East teams. 21-6 is our score. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this 2nd quarter with the Giants in possession. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Giants are going to have the 1st down.
That's one of those plays, Kate, where every position on the offense gets a gold star. They all did their job. Enough protection to allow the quarterback time to find his receiver, who went all the way from the right side of the field to the left side of the field to do some damage.
Short pass brought in, and they make the tackle at the 38. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
That's going to tuck it and run. And a nice little run there gets him 5. 2nd down upcoming.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
1st down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play, down to the 19. Give him 13 on that play. And it's good for a New York 1st down.
Well, that's such a good feeling as a quarterback on an RPO, and you get to hand it, and you get to watch him take off. You know if you take advantage in the RPO game of a run like that, it only makes the pass that much better.
Going to the ground again on 1st. Much better job keeping him contained this time. He's going to be marked down right near the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
To throw. Here's Dart. Excellent protect. There's pressure, and he's going to be dropped. Well done by the Commanders' defense. It's the 5th time they've gotten their first sack of this one, Brock. And they're going to try for number 6 on 3rd down.
Okay. Can I be honest with you? I'm just starting to feel bad for this quarterback and his family, because he is just taking a beating before our eyes.
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. To the air on 3rd and long. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
Goodness gracious, this quarterback is taking an absolute beating in this first half. You better have some ice for him ready at halftime. I'll tell you this, Kate, it has been a brutal couple quarters, and if you don't start protecting the quarterback, this guy may not make it and even finish this game.
For the 3rd time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. This is a 50-yard look from the right hash. It's far enough, but no good. He sent it just a little bit right. And this stays a 15-point game.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
The Commanders all set to regain possession. And that lead they've got, Brock, they are never going to have to worry about losing it if they keep scoring every time they touch this football.
Is that how it works?
It surprisingly is. You know, if you have the lead and you don't lose it, you win.
And that type of start, well, you wanted all 17 games of a season, but you're lucky to get it more than once.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake. He completes it in traffic. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
First down. 1st and 10.
And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Mariota. Oh, he's in trouble. He's going to go down. The Giants are all over it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Part of the reason this offense been humming today, been in such great rhythm and got this lead, well, they've protected themselves so well. Now they finally get punched in the face. And how do you adjust and how do you respond? Does it remain business as usual to stay out front, or can this defense finally get home?
Let's see what they went with. 3rd down. Running back sent in motion. In motion, the slot man right. Here he goes. 3rd and long. Making the call himself. He has room past the 25. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
For a Commanders first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. From the red zone now. He's got it. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Heads out on the bootleg. Caught just shy of the goal line. And he is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine, surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
On is Moody for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders grow the lead now to 22 points.
Giants 6.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. On the return, here comes Olszewski. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. The Giants and Tyrone Tracy are running back on now. They could only set up a lengthy field goal attempt their last possession, Brock, so some room to improve in how far they can advance the football here. First and 10 from the 32. From the gun, here's Dart. He's got him, that's Tracy. Short gain in the end to about the 36-yard line. Tackle made by Von Miller.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Connects in on the slant. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down. On play action with Dart. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody.
Yeah.
And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
They'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
Just a little reminder right there that he's more than a passer. They'll call his number as a runner, too, especially if the defenses don't account for him.
It's a nickel look from the Commanders. 3rd down. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. That's caught for the first. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Coming left is Tracy. And they make the stop after giving up 6 yards. Good run on first. It's 2nd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. They'll go play action. Here's Dart. And they don't get any help on this 2nd down, Brock. He is out right along the line, so no gain. Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4. Now Dart. Dialing up a receiver screen. Play not developing as they hold. That's a loss of yardage. Brock, 4th down coming up.
I'll tell you, that is a humbling moment to see a completed 3rd down pass actually go backwards instead of towards the sticks.
Field goal attempt coming now from Young Hui Koo. It'll be 51 yards from the left hash. Distance is good, but not the accuracy. He just missed it left. And that miss follows the pattern of how well things have gone for them here.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
The Commanders are headed back out there now, led by Marcus Mariota. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. It's a big strike downfield to Samuel. He has this down to the 34. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
He's got about 9 on that run, partner. Down inside the 30.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Last run got him 9, so now they need 1 more here on 2nd down. Merritt on the zone read. Defense followed the ball perfectly on that zone read and close in on him for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Now Mariota. Cox, this is Lane. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. They get 16 yards on that play. And that's good for a Washington 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. They send Samuel Wright. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 13-yard line.
Mariota. He brings it in. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Complete to number 17, Terry McLaurin. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down. They'll send him over right. 3rd down from the gun. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Following the play, we have an injured Commander. The training staff out there to check on him as we pause. Here's Jake Moody for the field goal. A very short kick here from the right hash. Moody knocks it through. Just 2 minutes to play here in our opening half. Stick around. More from MetLife Stadium on the other side.
At least we held them out of the end zone.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. On the return, here comes Olszewski. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Giants and Tyrone Tracy are running back on now. They left a few on the table there last time out, Brock, settling for a field goal try that missed the mark. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. Completed over the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Darts out of the shotgun. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play as well as a new set of downs.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
On 1st down, here's Dart. Out to his wideout, it's a screen. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
That's really good instinct by the eyes up in the sky. The play caller seeing space on the perimeter, a well-timed screen, and a positive gain out of it.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Dart gonna throw again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
The Giants using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Come on! We are going to do this. We got this. Wow. Come on!
5 DBs out there for the Commanders on 3rd. To the air on 3rd and long. He's making a bid for it. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Dart. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the 1st after a mile gain. Timeout calls, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Darts looking to throw. Looking for his back, but he will not find him. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4. Working now from the gun. It's on target to Johnson. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal. The Giants are going to call their final timeout here. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And got his man. Touchdown, New York. The Giants jump some of the lead off before the half. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Young Hui Koo on for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants make it an 18-point game.
The score, Commanders 31, Giants 13.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. He's going to return it from a yard or two deep. Escapes a defender. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
They've got first and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. We'll have them gain about a handful there. Drew Phillips making the tackle. So we've reached halftime, Brock, in a lopsided contest so far. Let's hear what Scott Hansen has to say. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first half. Here's hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. Samuel now to return it. Jukes away from one. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Out comes the offense for Washington to begin the third quarter. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. So first and 10 now from the 30. They've got a man in motion. They'll run here on first down. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Throwing from the gun here. Quick slant to Samuel. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. A pickup of 17. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Motioning left is their running back. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's a sack on first down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on second.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front seven telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did. Wasted no time in getting that sack.
So things not looking good after that sack. 15 to go here on second down. Here's Mariota now. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
I don't mind that scramble at all, Kate. It makes that defense think this guy's not just going to sit in the pocket all day. But I'll say this as well, like I do all the time. When you're going to scramble as a quarterback, make sure you protect yourself.
Giants with an extra DB out there now. Third down. Throw here. Third down. Short pass brought in. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Now here he goes on the boot. That one's complete, right side. And this makes it to around the 43-yard line. Bobby Okereke making that stop.
Brings up second and 8 at the 43-yard line.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the carry, though. It's 3rd and 7 now.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
They'll throw. 3rd and long. Setting up the running back screen. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
On first down, they'll run. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB is going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Back to the line they come, second down. Mariota has a man, it's Ertz. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
It's a gain of 20.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. Give him 4 on that play. So now they've got 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Dumps it off to his running back. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
Now backed up to the 8, 3rd and goal. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's got it. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders grow the lead coming out at halftime. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they paid the price over and over and over again.
On is Moody for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Commanders continue piling onto this lead.
38, Giants 13.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. On the return, this is Singletary. And he dodged the tackle. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air. So expect some tighter coverage this time around. New York to the line. 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Dart. And the Commanders make the recovery.
Yeah, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
Out comes the Commander offense for another series. And I'm pretty sure, Brock, they hadn't even all sat down on that sideline yet to rest. And now they're right back out there with a great chance to repeat their last touchdown.
And you will take that every day of the week and twice on Sundays. You don't mind at all. You got that defense right now reeling after the touchdown. And look at where they start with the football now.
Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. First plays a design run. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain.
Taken down at the
He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Read option, keeping to the right. And he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. My partner up here is pumping his fist after that one. That is how you run an option as a quarterback. Good read to hang on to it and do it himself.
Yeah, because I could never do that, not even close. But when the defense overplays and you run that option, you get that good 2-on-1, more times than not, they will commit to the more dangerous guy, the running back. But you leave a lane, this quarterback can do some damage as well.
On is Moody for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders grow their lead yet again.
Commanders 45, Giants 13.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. On the return, this is Singletary. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Giants offense all set to get started. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Staying between the tackles with Tracy. Cuts it to the right sideline. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
He's stepping up and takes off with this one.
Kate, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass, it was a scramble, but it nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. A handoff to Tracy. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
So many of the D tackles in the league today, Kate, at some point in their background were edge rushers before they maybe outgrew that position. But they've got an explosiveness, a get-off, and it leads to stops like that.
It's a nickel look from the Commanders. 3rd down. Now Dart's going to the air. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
Finds him on the slant. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. That's a gain of 10, and staring at that turnover on downs instead, they pick up the first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Going on 1st down, it's Dart. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 16.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
2nd and 3 now. On the handoff, this is Tracy. And that's not what the offense styled out. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Rolling on 3rd, here's Dart. Past the line, he's going to run for it. It's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Design quarterback run here. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's 2nd and goal. It's a design boot. He's got it. And into the end zone. Touchdown, New York. The Giants cut into the lead. Well, Brock, Brock. This one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Coup on now for the extra point.
For the point after.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants will trail by 25.
Commanders 45. Giants 20.
Coup all lined up and ready to boot this one away. Starting from the 5. Escapes a defender. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Commanders are headed back out there now, led by Marcus Mariota. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. Starting this drive with a design run. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
You run that drop play, Kate, you got to become a really, really good actor as a quarterback. You got to drop back and make sure those ends pass you so that draw can hit it up the gut. Not that time. That end was not buying the story the quarterback was trying to sell.
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. Mariota to throw. Completed to his running back. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
From the gun on 3rd down. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
On 4th down, it's the veteran Tress Way who's out for the punt. And he wasn't needed at all in the first half, partner. This is going to be his first punt. And a fair catch made without incident, just inside the 25. The Giants and Tyrone Tracy are running back on now. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones, continuing to hit this defense. More good numbers well into this second half. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Receiver in motion, going left. Let's start on the ground here, Tracy. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. Following the run, we see he's still out there dealing with some sort of injury. They'll head out to check on him. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Darts out of the shotgun. That's to his running back, Devin Singletary. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
10 yards.
A good pass from the rookie out of Ole Miss, and it gets him a first.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
On first down, here's Dart. Get some space around midfield. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. Dump off caught by his back. He takes this down to the opposing 47. All down that time by Jonathan Jones.
You know, kid, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Dart going to throw again. Connecting on the slant. And he's going to be out of bounds after the big gain. Now down inside the 15. How about a big hitter? 30-40 yards there and a new set of downs.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
Now go play action. Here's Dart. This finds Bellinger. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's the Giants who are going to have it to start the 4th quarter, partner, in a game that seems pretty far out of their reach. Second and 10. Need something positive here. Sticking to the air here. Swinging pass here for Singletary. Keeps away from one. That play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
8th play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going. Here he is on 3rd and short. And he will score. Touchdown, New York. The Giants making the scoreboard look a touch better. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Coup on now for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Giants make it an 18-point game.
Commanders 45, Giants 27.
Coup all lined up and ready to boot this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He touched the tackle. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Commanders are headed back out there now, led by Marcus Mariota. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Option give here. Blocked by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Throwing is Mariota. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. To the air on third and long. Cox is his lead. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
First down. A gain of 12. First down, Commanders.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Receiver in motion. He's headed right. Krosky Merritt gets it from the gun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
All right, here we go. Second down. Mariota. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up third down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Running back sent in motion left. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. The fellow was waiting for that one to make a play on it, knocked it away, forcing fourth down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
The Commanders ready for the punt. It'll be Tress Way doing the honors. And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. Here come the Giants, ready to take over again on offense. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
Giants lining things up. First and 10. To throw. Here's Dart. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
So at the 20, here's second and 10. Here's Dart now. He puts some air under it deep down the left. It is caught at the 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants get it back to within 2 possessions.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Coup on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants make it an 11-point ball game.
Commanders 45, Giants 34.
Coup all lined up and ready to boot this one away. He fields it from the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Commanders set to take over. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
A good RPO play, it takes a lot of time. Proper decision-making from a calm, cool, collected offense. Well, that one didn't have any of it.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. They'll go play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. And that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. From the pocket, he's taking a shot down the left side. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
That's what I call complementary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
On now comes their punter. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Calls fair catch and has it inside the 40-yard line. The Giants and Jackson Dart set to go back on offense. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this 2nd half. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Dart. Throwing the out route, complete. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. They got 21 yards on the play. And it's good for a New York 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
One play action with Dart. Completed over the middle. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Giants are going to have the 1st down.
Giants 1st down.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down. Now Dart. Gets this underneath, Singletary. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. He's going to be stopped after a pickup of 9, and that's going to make it 1st and goal.
A gain of 10 yards. That's another Giants first down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here goes Dart to the air. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
Yeah, this has been flawless, really, from every side, Kate. In order to get to double-digit sacks, it requires a tremendous amount of work leading up to this game, but then ultimately the execution of everybody. This has been the acronym of team. Together, everyone achieves more, and more is 10 sacks.
Driven backward to the 11 as they line up for 2nd and goal. Give to Singletary from the gun. And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. Just 2 yards there on 2nd and goal, and still a ways to go now on 3rd.
This may be one of the only spots in goal-to-goal situations I wouldn't even consider a run. Now, as a quarterback, you better be aware of those eyes defensively because they're going to be all over you in the passing game.
On 3rd and goal, Wade starts. And they will score. Touchdown, New York. The Giants now within 1 score in the 4th. Quite the strike to his tight end, and the patience he showed waiting for that to break open. That was awesome, and it's rewarded with 6.
You know, it should be simple, Kate, right? In philosophy, it should be simple. Just plaster that big guy. Throw bodies at him in coverage, but stopping the tight end near the end zone is anything but simple with how deceptively good they are as route runners and finding that football when it arrives.
So Dart in this offense getting set to go for 2.
The Giants will line up for the 2.
They'll try it on the ground. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails. Well, I know we normally look for where the breakdown occurred here, partner, but I think he just made a really good play defensively to get back there.
Yeah, you're not just thinking. He absolutely did it. That defender was reacting. Go shoot your shot. And that is teaching tape for that.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Returning it from the 4. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. Now Mariota. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Jalen Lane, the one he was looking for. And it's going to be 2nd down. Got the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Yeah, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It could be super effective, but you got to beat press. You got to beat jam. You got to beat off man, and you got to create separation so there's not that bang-bang impact to knock the ball loose like that.
And he has it right near midfield here. It's like about a yard short. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and that's good for a Washington 1st down.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did, tote the ball himself for a big run.
From the gun, a run for Merritt. And he works his way for a gain of 4. We'll get a stoppage here. Looks like there's a Giant in some discomfort following that play. So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Running once again with Merritt. Good defensive effort here. Drives them back across midfield onto their own side.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds.
You've got to be cognizant of where the line to gain is. You can't run that route short, and you certainly can't throw it. That route's just not deep enough. Needed to extend it closer to the chains for a first down.
The Giants and Darius Slayton with the football once again. It sure seems like they've been able to score every time they've touched it this quarter, Brock. So high hopes again for this upcoming series. New York to the line. 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now it's 2nd down.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Zone read handoff here for Singletary. Escapes the defender. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it's good for a New York first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, you get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
Motioning him from the slot right. First down, and they go right back to it. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Now stick with Singletary. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. About set. This is 3rd and 5. Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
The Giants are set to punt. It's going to be Jamie Gillen doing the honors. And he calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 14-yard line. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Starting on the ground team, Krosky Merritt. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. Now we have a momentary stoppage for an injured Giant as they get somebody out there to tend to him. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's the 5th time they've gotten their first sack of this one, Brock. And they're going to try for number 6 on 3rd down.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. They'll throw 3rd and long. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
So out now comes the punter. Fair catch called for and taken just beyond midfield. The Giants about to get to work on offense. They have been automatic scoring in this quarter, and yet another opportunity to do so here. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Singletary. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Here's Singletary again. He's going to get this to the opposing 41. They gain 11 on that play. And the Giants are going to have the 1st down.
I think we've all become very accustomed, and I'll raise my hand at saying these tight ends are almost like bona fide receivers, big receivers. But they show you right there, when they can be powerful blockers, it can make a huge difference in a run game.
On 1st down, here's Dart. Finds him over the middle. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. And gets 16 yards on that play. And it's good for a New York 1st down.
Giants, 1st down.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. From the gun, a carry by Singletary. He's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Giants are going to have the 1st down.
Okay, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Giants facing a 5-point deficit. Going to the ground again on first. And he's taken down with some quality yardage on that play.
Defense was clearly focused on taking away the pass in that RPO scheme offensively. Feels so good when you get the job done and you get a chunk run on RPO. That's setting you up for some success.
Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here, 1st and goal. Singletary does not score. They not only stop him, they backed him up a couple of yards.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Trying again, Singletary. And they keep him out of the end zone. Can't even get beyond the line. Touchdown denied.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you kind of set yourself up. Actually, you set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. To throw. And that's a touchdown. The catch is made, and they lead just before the end of this game. That is his 6th passing score of the game. A lot of quarterbacks could go several weeks without throwing that many touchdowns. And now, keep in mind, he's only one off the NFL record of 7 in a single game. The extra point wouldn't do much for him, so they're going to go for 2 and try to make this a field goal game. Setting up to pass. And he goes out of bounds. Wow, major miscue there, and they're not going to get 2. So that play doesn't work out, but things make it even worse for them. Looks like one of their big guys out front is in need of a look from the training staff. All lined up and ready to boot this one away. This return starts at the 5. Making some progress here. And an excellent effort there sets him up almost at midfield. The Commanders all set to regain possession. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Brings in the lob pass. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Only need about the length of the football, maybe a touch more on his 2nd and inches. Back to throw. Good strike downfield to Lane. And he will score and give him the lead in the final minute. Touchdown. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minute.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And, Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
And now the Commanders face a very important two-point attempt.
The Commanders will line up for the
They'll try to run it in. And he is hit well behind the line. It goes down. They're not able to make much of anything on that two-point attempt. So the newly found lead stays where it is. And now I'd expect to see them just boot this away and prevent any type of return.
Yeah, this is where you love a kicker with a big old leg. Don't even let them return it. The squib kick can be dangerous. I think that was the play, Kate, like 20 years ago. But the QBs today and how quickly they move the ball, just send this one through the end zone.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. On the return, here comes Olszewski. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And I think by this point we can all agree, Brock, that he is not going to be stopped until the clock stops at the end of this game. He just continues to make catches count in this second half. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw it. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
2nd and 10, still at the 28. Darts out of the shotgun. Trying to push deep downfield. Looked well downfield for that one. All he found was a waiting defender to knock it away. 3rd down coming up.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two. It could have gone the other way.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Looking to throw it. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for one, maybe two more snaps. Fails to find his running back. So that brings up 4th and long.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs. So it's a win on the road for the Commanders. And with the start they had in that first quarter, Brock, it is no surprise to see them come away with a victory at the end. They really did all they could to put this out of reach early. With Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Commanders as we say so long from New York.